everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's speed build I'm back on Azalea, which is my garden city. I worked on this area and the entrance in a previous speed build, so if you haven't seen that, go and check it out. Alternatively, if you want to know a bit more about what this island's about, then by all means go and have a look at the video where I detail what my island plans are. I kind of discuss it a bit more there, but basically it's a city. I'm going to use a lot more colour in it, which is not really my thing, but purples, pinks is what I'm going for. So in today's speed build, I'm going to be making a cafe. This is going to be very heavy with simple panels, so if you're looking for some inspiration for that, stay tuned. I'm going to get my hard hat on and start working on the path, and I'll explain a bit more about what I'm going to be doing. So I have already marked out kind of the area where I want to work, and I'm just going to fill it in with this really nice cobble pattern which I used for the entrance as well. It's probably going to be a really big feature in this island as it's just such an amazing design, and I love the way that they all kind of fit together. So I'm going to be using this quite a lot. This area is going to be kind of like the plaza area. We are right next to my resident services, so I thought, why not have a nice little cafe here? Okay, Daisy May, I didn't mean to speak to you. I've never spoken to Daisy May before on this island. I kind of don't really do the turnips, but hey, at least that's over with now if I do accidentally speak to her in the future. So yeah, so there's resident services, and I've done some steps down to it, and I'm going to do some steps on the edges and down the front as well, and up here I'm going to do some more steps up because this is where the building's going to be. I've kind of already set out the cliffs, which can maybe give you an idea of how it's going to look. I'm going to have to make some slight adjustments to it, as I think I might need to go one square back, but I kind of had it planned out in my head. Haven't started it yet, so we'll see how it turns out. So these are going to be the custom designs that I'm using. I'll put the codes in the description for you as always, and then you can go and do this for yourself or maybe recreate something with them, and hopefully it will look really cute. So first things first, for the bottom layer I'm going to start from the back, work out. So I've got my simple panel at the back there. I'm going to use the cute wardrobes as kind of like end pieces, and then put the cutout standees in front. They're really lovely colours, the pinks and the blues and the white. So it's just going to be a matter of replicating that look throughout. I'm going to do something slightly different on the kind of edges, the left and the right, but it's going to be the simple panel, stool, and then the cutout standee. So that's kind of how it goes. As you can see here, need to put some floor down as well. I am gonna also put some items on the stool. I just didn't have room in my inventory when I first came over here. And then to mask it a bit, I'm gonna put the cypress plant there as well. I do want to go 3 wide for the bottom layer here as well, so I'm gonna just add on some path and add another cutout standee, and then go in with another wardrobe. So that's kind of how it's going to be. It is going to be a 2-layer design, so if you want it to be 1 layer you could just have it as 1 layer and leave it as that, but it's up to you. If you want to expand it out a bit, then that's fine. If you want to make it smaller, you could also do that, but I think it looks cute like this. I wanted it to be a real kind of centerpiece, a focal point for the island, so that's why I've done it so big. Apologies, this is kind of how it is. Nothing works first time, and sometimes you see stuff and you change your mind. That's perfectly normal, and I'm sure you guys go through this as well, so I hope it's as relatable as possible. Okay, so push these back in. As I say, I'll probably have to make some adjustments later when I come back and put stuff on the stools, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, just checking as to how I did it on the other side, just so that I can marry it up nicely. Just going to expand back this cliff a bit. As I said, needed to make some adjustments. I just kind of loosely set it up earlier as to how I thought it might look. Unfortunately, it's made this side a little bit wonky, so I'm just gonna have to leave it like that and see how it looks at the end. Hopefully it's okay and doesn't bug me too much. Okay, there we go. And the wardrobe again, what side did I put it? There we go, yeah. And back in with the cutout standees. I really wanted this area, I know I said cafe, but it feels like an area where you want to come for afternoon tea, somewhere a bit posh, which kind of is in keeping with the whole idea of this island. Okay, so that's the main bottom level done. I'm gonna put some street lamps in. Don't know if I should have put them and then the plants, but I think that looks okay. And then this area, I'm gonna do a little kind of feature, a little garden maybe. And I've just realised I was using the wrong paving slabs all the way, but hey, we can fix that easily. And then in the centre, I'm going to use these purple roses. I think they're roses, but they look cute, and it's nice to then put stuff over the top of them. So I've gone in with the bird bath, as it's not a large area, so something small and cute as a focal point here. Right, I'm back. I've got more items, some items to put on the stools as well. I'm gonna try and keep with the bakery theme. So I've got some scales and a mixer as well in the pink colour, which just kind of fits really nicely. There we go. So the kitchen's on this side apparently, and I'm not sure. There we go. I should have really thought about this and thought about the fact that I was going to want to hide them away. But yeah, you live, you learn. There we go. It's not too much of an inconvenience, so it's all fixed there. And then I'm gonna add, I think this area needs some greenery. So as kind of I did with my other area, I'm gonna use the hedge fences as a border. It feels like a bug off day today. Every one of my villagers is walking around with a net. What is going on? It's not, but yeah, you do you. Maybe there's a lot of pests on the island today, as blathers would call them. And there we go, just complete around there. Maybe it was too full, so just removed one of them. And also I have these really nice umbrella designs, these lilacs, which I thought would add something nice to the area, because obviously you can't plant the flowers over the custom designs, so that looks nice. And I'll try and figure out something to put on the edges as well. It's really hard to try and be more symmetrical with my building, but I'm getting used to it now. After my first build, I'm feeling a bit better about this island. I really was kind of like, what have I done? Why have I decided to do this island theme when I could have just easily done another natural island? But yeah, I'm feeling better about it, more positive. I can tackle it, I can do it for sure. So if you've got any reservations about doing a particular island theme, I definitely would recommend just give it a go and see what happens, and you might surprise yourself for sure. I'm not saying that this is going to be my favourite island ever, but maybe it will kind of exceed my expectations. I thought that the garden wagons would be a nice little touch just out in front of the windows here, just so it's not an empty space, and try and fit as many flowers even in as possible. Yeah, that's facing the right way now. There is a trick. I don't know how it works, but sometimes when I stand in the same place and put something down a second time, it seems to rotate it. If anyone knows how to master that trick, or what the kind of theory is behind it, will you please let me know in the comments, because it would make my life so much easier. As you will see when I do the next layer, it was a real struggle. Okay, so I'm gonna try and do this next layer now. And first of all, I'm going to go in with the cobblestone underneath just in case you see it. I mean, it shouldn't matter too much because this area won't be part of my flyover. I don't think anyway. I hope. Otherwise, I'm going to have to destroy it all and redo it. But I kind of like it just so it's kind of finished. And for the next layer, what you want to do is start from the front and work backwards. This probably seems really simple, but if you're confused as to how to do this, or you don't know how to start with building something of this nature, then I'm going to try and give you as many tips and tricks as possible, because I've shown you kind of design ideas before, but I've never actually shown you how I made these sort of builds, so it might be helpful for you. So cut out Standee first, then the stool, and then for the top I'm going to use the loft beds. So I've placed them down and also some wooden bookshelves on the end, just like that. Have a check how it's looking. Yeah, I quite like that. So I'm going to go back up and just figure out what I'm going to do for the middle as well. I did not mean to pick up that cutout Standee, so let's pop that back down. There we go. I'm obviously going to also put some items on the stool here, so I'm just kind of adjusting things, just getting an idea of how I want them to look before I do pop them on as well. And then I can think about what items I want to pop on there. Okay, I do not know why I accidentally clicked on my passport. Again, another thing I haven't explored on this island. I think that when you've done one island, you'll often forget about things like that. So there's the wooden bookcase on the end there, just pushing the stools in. And for the middle, it's a bit more awkward because it is 3 wide, so I can't just put the stool facing forward. So I'm gonna do kind of like a little house thing here. And I'm going to put some floating biome planters on it. I don't have enough stools, so I'm just going to do this area first, and then I'll get another one and fix that left hand side. And so you can see the floating biome planters through the cutout Standees, and then I'm going to put a simple panel back here, so hopefully when you look up you can see the glass and it looks like a real window. Ta-da! Not quite, but close as we're going to get, I think. So I've got some more items here. As I said, going to put some items on the shelves, the stools even, they're not shelves, they kind of are, I guess, and then you'll be able to see these as well when you look up. Yep, just checking the wooden bookshelf is the right way. Oh baby bear, why have you got to be a pain? You're facing the wrong way. There we go, that looks better. And a cardboard box because it's pink, white and blue, so why not? Bit random, but it will look nice, hopefully. Okay, for the 5th time of placing the wooden bookshelf, hopefully it's going to stay there now. Right, so repeating what I said earlier, so we've got the stool, the loft bed, and I'm just going to see how this looks, because I don't know whether I'm going to need to put the simple panels down. I think I am. I'm going to put the simple panels down just to finish off the build, and I'd already crafted them or customized them, so why not? Let's finish it off with these. I did think about using the wedding organ, I don't know what happened to my voice there, the wedding organ as the center point, but I quite like it like this, and I don't have a wedding organ, so I'm going to leave it how it is, and hopefully you guys think it looks okay. There's a few different things going on, it's not just so symmetrical, so hopefully it's alright. So I'm just going to do some decorating out front here. Why are the cherry blossoms 2 tiles wide? It's really frustrating because I wanted to use them on the edge, but they just kind of sit over the end of the tile, so that's a bit frustrating. So instead I'm going to have to use the cypress plants. which I'm not mad about. But it would have just been nice to have another pop of pink here and there. Maybe it would have been too much, I don't know. But yeah, more greenery, which isn't a bad thing. Okay, and I don't know what I'm going to put on the edges around here. Garden lanterns and floating biome planters seem a good way to go forward. And I'm just going to put some hedges down here as well. I need to make lots of the Turkey Day garden stands, I think, for this island. I'm going to be all crafted out of them for sure. I'm just missing some of them at the minute. And then these two little kind of areas here, just going to make them as little gardens. So drop down some custom designs, obviously in the purple. And I'm just going to fetch some more items for the corners of things. I'm going to be ordering floating biome planters for days. Absolute days. It used to be books. That used to be my thing, which I had to order all the time. But I have a feeling floating biome planters are going to be the thing for this island. Add in a few more tables as well, just to try and fill up the area. I quite like having them on the corners. I don't want to clog up the walkway too much. And also social distancing. We are abiding by that still, which is good. So feel free to come drop in for a nice sweet treat or a nice drink on this cafe. And I have some serving carts as well, so I'm just going to dot them here and there. Where should I put it? Over here, I think. Just to even it out a bit. There we go. Okay. I'm not really sure what else to do now. Maybe we just grab some plants here just to give you an idea of what it will look like when I eventually do all the gardening. I do need to obviously get some more furniture items just to finish off the edges of the area. Hello, Hazel. I'm sorry, I'm gonna block you in. I don't know what happens to them. Do they just stay there? She's still there. Okay, so as I say, I'm gonna try and add some more items here and there when I do get them. But this is kind of what we've done. This is the simple panel cafe, using the cutout standees, the simple panels, the wardrobes, the bookcases, and the stools. I think that's everything. So you can kind of get an idea of what sort of stuff you would need, how many items you would need if you did want to recreate this or do something similar. They're really cute designs. The creator has also done a blue, or is it green? I think it's green, version of this, which I really loved, and I probably would have used if it was on any other island, but given the kind of colour scheme for this island, I thought that I had to go for the pink and the blue. But I still love it. It was a lot of work, and I think it's definitely turned out as to what I would want it to be. Somewhere that you can come for afternoon tea with your friends and relax in the sun and eat some nice cake, or maybe a macaron, if I've said that right. I think I have. Macaroon, I don't know. But either way, I really hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please remember to click the like button, and if you're not already subscribed to the channel, then please remember to subscribe. We would love to have you as part of Fleurs Crossing. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again soon with another video. Bye bye.